everybody, I am the Lazy Kiwi and welcome back to another building video. Today we are going to be building a family lake house, and I am kind of, if you're wondering what I'm doing at this moment, I'm kind of doing like a layout on the ground with the paints. I've been doing this a lot lately. I feel like it kind of helps me a lot more to get my image that's in my mind kind of laid out on the ground so that I can know more or less how big I should make the things. And yeah, like I said, I haven't been doing this until pretty recently, but it does help me out a lot. So I feel like if you guys do struggle a bit with sizing of your layouts and stuff like that, I feel like doing this floor trick with the floor paints will definitely help you out quite a bit. But you might also be noticing, I should probably really mention, that this lake house, yeah, the lake, it's a pond. There is no possible way that anybody's going to look at that and tell me it's a lake. But you know, a lake house just sounds so much better than saying, I don't know, pond house. Like, who's gonna say, oh, we live in a pond house? That sounds really boring and very bad. Yeah, it's a pond house. Yeah, no, definitely not. So I'm saying this is a lake house. In my imagination, that would have been a much bigger pond. Like a lake, you know, but there just is not enough room on this lot to make a lake. But I wanted to make a lake house today. I had like this image and I wanted to bring it to life, so nothing was gonna stop me. Not even the fact that this lake is a pond. That was not gonna stand in my way today. But I do really love how this turned out. I think the pond is probably one of my favorite parts about this. Actually, I think this roof part that I'm doing right now is my favorite part about this. I almost never experiment much with my roofs, so today I decided to try to make, like, first of all, I wanted it to be a glass roof, but that just did not work. I wanted it to go into the room, so therefore I decided to add like this open concept roof thingy that kind of just goes out onto the other roof. It's just open like that, and I love how that turned out. I did also experiment a little bit with the roof colors. As you can see, I made it black, but then I decided to add some green on just one part of the roof, which is also something I never do. Usually, most of the roof is gonna be the exact same color. There's not gonna be much color going on the roof to begin with, so I've been trying to experiment with colors a bit more, and I do have to say, I love the black and the green together like this. I feel like it brings it so much more color than just having the black, and it looks so good. So that's probably another tip for you guys for today. If you think your roof, well, not your roof, if you think the house in general is lacking just a little bit, try experimenting a little bit more with the roof colors, because me, for one, I almost never change the roof's colors. Usually I just make it like black or a very dark brown or gray or something. It's all usually pretty much the same. So since I've started doing some more, like making a blue roof, for example, I've been seeing a lot of more positive changes in the way that I look at my builds. It's really fun, to say the least. I really enjoy doing that. But yeah, so this house is in the middle of the woods in Brendleton Bay. I kind of wanted this to be pretty much overgrown in some areas, a lot of plants going around, because I knew I wanted to do the classic lots of rocks near the pond. I almost said lake again. It's a pond. Like, it's definitely a pond, but I'm definitely gonna say lake a couple of times, because I did say it's a lake house. It's a lake pond house. But yeah, so there I knew I was gonna do a lot of rocks and foliage around the pond, so I definitely wanted a lot of foliage around the rest of the house as well. So therefore I thought doing it here in Brendleton Bay between having all of the trees was just gonna be perfect, especially for the fact that this is a fall/autumn build. So having all of the green and yellow, orange, pinky purple trees in the background made it so much better, in my opinion at least. I think that definitely is one of the things that sold this lot for me. It brought it all together, just that little bit. But you might also notice something I didn't mention at all until now, is that there's two little houses. Well, the first one is not a little house, but there is a little house here as well that we're currently looking at. That is kind of like the in-laws suite, and I really wanted to add something in that corner over there, and I didn't really know what I wanted to add, so making this a family house was kind of the first thing that came to my mind. I know it's pretty boring sometimes to make family houses so often, but family houses are so nice to make. I mean, it's usually big, there's a lot of rooms, a lot going on, so I like making family houses, and this one is no different. This one has the in-laws suite, so that is gonna include just a very small little area with a bed, a tiny kitchen that you're gonna see in a little bit, because in my mind, I didn't think the grandparents were going to make their own food much, so I just added them a little area where they can get snacks or drinks from, and then if they want big meals, they go and eat with the rest of the family in the main house. This is a bougie house, okay? This is like, you gotta be rich to live in a house like this. So yeah, that was kind of my idea. Like, the in-laws, they don't make their own food, they eat with the family, but I did still want to include a little kitchen for when they do want snacks and stuff. So we have that, we have a bed, we have a little fireplace, an easel for some activity, and a little bathroom as well. So it is fully functional for them to live happily, of course, with the exception that they eat with the family most of the time, so there's no like oven or something in there, only a mini fridge and some counter space. And then in the main house, we have a main bedroom for the parents, and then a little extra room for a baby, an infant/toddler. If you really wanted to, this could be for an infant and a toddler, because there's an infant crib as well as a toddler bed, but in my mind, it was only for an infant ready to age up into a toddler, so only a room for one. So it's not like a very big family house. Like, there's not space here for like 5 kids and 7 dogs and stuff like that. There's room for 1 dog and probably a small dog, and there is space for a baby, the parents, and the grandparents. That is all that there is room for here, so it's more like a small family house. The house itself is not small, but the family is. But yeah, I love how this turned out. I wanted to go for a very clean look, not clean in the sense of like there's absolutely nothing around, but clean in the sense of like they have money. You can tell these people have money in the walls, in the windows, in the floors. You can tell that they like to spend their money a little bit more on where they live, and that's totally okay. I mean, I would love to live in a pond house, preferably a lake house, but you know, you get what you get. So yeah, this is just so nice for me personally. But yeah, this basically is the in-law suite. It's very cute and very cozy. They also have a tiny little, I want to say balcony, but it's more like a little dock area at the side of their house with a little dining table for them to sit and enjoy some breakfast or some coffee and just look at the fishies in the pond and the frogs and the fireflies or whatever there is at the moment. So yeah, now we are currently working on the main house. This kitchen is one of my favorite parts. I love the big windows behind the counters. It's so nice. The windows in this house is probably one of my favorite parts. It brings in so much natural light, and I think that's just freaking beautiful. I love natural light. I'm an absolute sucker for it. So yeah, having lots of natural light in this house is just perfect to me, especially in like the afternoon. Well, not the afternoon, maybe. It's like late midday, but not quite afternoon yet. Probably around 4 p.m. or something. The light coming in through the windows at the living space, the living area, that it's perfect. It's just so nice. I don't even think I captured it on video, probably in the way beginning, but I can't even remember. But the light coming in is so nice. Definitely one of my favorite parts about this. Hopefully I can show you guys at the end when I go through this house slowly. I'll try to set the time to kind of show that natural light, but I don't know if I'm going to remember because it's still going to be a little while before I have to record that. So hopefully I remember that, but who knows? My brain works in mysterious ways most of the time, so we don't know if we're going to get that. But now onto the dining room. As you can tell in this clip, I had initially put a round table down, but that was just not going to work for me. It did not really speak to me, so I added the big table instead. The main reason I added the round one in the first place was because the floor layout in this area was a little bit weird to me, so I wanted to see if I can add some more at the entrance area, but it wasn't as nice to me, so I ended up going for this big dining table, which would be better anyway since it is a family house. They're probably gonna have guests over. They're probably gonna just want some nice space to host family gatherings and stuff, especially on Thanksgiving, given as it is fall currently in the game, so that's loads of fun. I also almost never use these giant TVs in my builds, but since I did want to go for kind of a rich vibe in this house, I really wanted to go for the big TV. I also did have a cat tree, but I didn't want this house to have a cat. I really thought of only one small dog, so I removed the cat tree and only added a little pet bed in here. I think my mind is just so used to making a house accessible for either a cat and a dog that I just mindlessly, what is the word for it when you just do something without thinking of it? That word, I just added a cat tree without even thinking about it. But yeah, no cats in this house, unfortunately, even though I wanted to. I love cats, but not every household can have a cat. But yeah, this living space has tons of seating areas. This is one of my favorite living spaces I've done in a while. I think this little area crop outs in like this area, I don't know what this is called, this layout it was just perfect to have this big couch over here, and I just love how it turned out, again, especially with the big windows. I love big windows. When I have my own house one day, I hope it has big windows, and that's dreaming big in my country. In my country, that's not something you usually just have, so hopefully one day I'm lucky enough to live in a house with lots of windows and natural light and stuff, because yeah, that's the dream. That is the dream. But yeah, I believe there's only one computer in this house, and this is the one that I'm talking about right now. I also add another window. I know, that's absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're basically done with the speed build parts, coming to the baby's room right now. I obviously did cut out a few things, seeing as there is a lot of bathrooms and hallway space as well that I did not show here, and I feel like a broken record mentioning this every time, but like I keep saying, I do gain new subscribers a lot of the time, and new people watch my videos a lot of the time, so I feel like I have to say this every time I do a speed build video. But I do a walkthrough at the end of this video, so if you did miss anything or I did cut things out during the speed build part, you don't even need to worry about it, because I am gonna go through much slower right now after the speed build part, so that we can see all of the things that we probably missed or definitely did miss. So yeah, that is definitely something to look forward to. And then this is the last room before we continue on. This is the main bedroom, also the room with the beautiful, fantastic roof that I love so much. It was a little bit difficult to figure this area out because roofing in this game can be very weird sometimes, and this room was no exception. It was very weird and difficult to try to figure this crop out thing out, so I am very happy that it did turn out the way that I wanted it to, and I'm definitely not gonna complain because I love how it looks, adding some fairy lights as well. But yeah, I think it's just about time for us to start heading to the real-time part. So without further ado, let us go ahead and jump straight to that. So here it is all done, and I am absolutely in love with this build. Oh, there's trees over here. Okay, but yeah, so as you can see, it is a pretty big build. It's not ginormous or anything, but granted that there's technically 2 houses on this lot and a beautiful giant lake over here. It's just so nice. But if we go inside, I'm gonna start off over here. We have the in-laws suite over here. There's just this nice small area with some outdoor seating so that you can sit here and take a look at the ducks, of course. And in here is a tiny little bathroom area. It's very small, but it is useful as it is as a bathroom, of course. But then coming over this way is where we have the main house. Now the porch area is very active actually. We have bins, we have a little bicycle, we have a fire pit area, planters, and just some lounge chairs over here. The entryway is also really nice and overgrown, and over here you can stand and catch some fish, of course. And then if you walk over here, you find this small little area. I wish your Sims can sit on this chair and then just fish, but unfortunately they cannot. However much I would have liked that. I am also just gonna play quickly so that we can see how much life there is in this area. There's the ducks, there's fishies, there's dragonflies, the frogs are spouting water as well, there's turtles over here. This is a very lively pond, and I love that. I think it's so much fun. Oh, and now there's a welcome wagon. These do not come with the house, unfortunately. Yeah, but if you do come inside, there is a lot of doors over here. I try to use these doors as windows as well, because just look at this. These doors are so perfect. We have the main dining area over here, some bookshelves, and the stairway to the upper level. Turning around, over here we have the kitchen space. Again, I love this with all of the big windows like this. It's just absolutely perfect. Also, painted ceilings, isn't that just the best thing ever? Love that. And then over here we have the main living space, and it's not that clear, but as you can see, the light that comes in here, I did actually remember to put that in. The time is right for this. I love the natural lighting that comes in here. And then over here we have a desk area. In the mornings the light come in from over here, so that's also really lovely. I love the big windows. Did I mention I love the big windows? But yeah, in here we have another bathroom. This one is equipped with a shower as well as a tub. I don't actually know if this is functional, but I'm hoping it is. And then if we go up the stairs over here, we are in this main hallway area. It's just a cute little area, nothing much going on here. And through this door we have the baby's room. I love the pinks and the blues and the yellows in this room. It's so sweet and subtle and very cute. And then through this door over here we have the main bedroom. The lighting in here, of course, is going to be a lot different through the rest of the house because it is very much open to the side here, but I mean, that is gorgeous. That is so nice. I love this. I'm definitely gonna steal my own idea to do that in another build as well. I'm certain people have done this before, but yeah, I love it so much. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. But yeah, we have the main bed, we have some don't break the llama or whatever this is called, and then in here we have the main bathroom. It is very small, and again, I don't even know if this tub is functional, but it looks beautiful, so I am hoping that it is. And again, with the natural lighting coming in like this, that's gorgeous. I really love the lighting in this game. It's so nice. accessories. But yeah, that is everything for this house. So thank you all so much for watching. Do let me know what you guys think about this, because I absolutely love it to death. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will definitely see you all in another video. Goodbye everybody!